The moment you walk into an ER, you lose your human identity. Your name, your job, your personality, and are assigned a system identity, a number.
The system is opaque. You don't know who you are to the machine.
Healthcare turns patients into statistics.
And that is why we built STAT, which turns statistics back into people by giving them the data to define their own survival.
Hi, my name is Shivam.
And my name is Adi. And we are the founders of STAT.
STAT calculates your total time to treatment by merging live hospital wait times with real-time transit data. We don't just find the closest hospital, we find the fastest care, saving minutes when they matter the most. But how do we do this?
Our app shows real-time hospital wait times by automatically checking the hospital websites every few minutes. We use 3 methods. Some hospitals give us the data directly through an API. Others we read from their website like a human would. And lastly, we would use for fancy dashboards, we use a robot browser to load the pages and then grab the numbers. All this data then gets saved to our database, and when we use the app, we can see the latest wait times color-coded, and where green for short waits and red for long ones.
We also track live medical emergency calls from Toronto Fire Services. Every 5 minutes, we fetch their real-time dispatch feed, filter for medical emergencies only, and map each call to its nearest hospital using GPS coordinates. This lets us predict which hospital will get busier soon. We calculate expected patient arrivals per hospital and show you the projected wait time in the pop-up. So you can see not just the current waits, but what's coming up next as well.
This right here is the map of Toronto. And the blue dot right here represents the building we are currently at, my hall building. On the map scattered is several locations of hospitals around me with the colors representing the wait times. Red being severe, this being middle, and green being the lowest. Our app calculates the best possible hospital to take through several ways, and in this case, it simply is this hospital here. Further, we can now access the hospital information by clicking on it, where we will get why this is the best choice, the travel time to this hospital by getting directions, and can be viewed on Google Maps. On top of that, our app uses the Toronto Fire Department emergency calls shown in the heat waves right over here. And in this case, there are 5 heat waves, which represent the emergency calls by the Toronto Fire Department. Based on this, and the nearest hospital to the call, we calculate the possible patients that could be there in that hospital. And finally, to scan all the hospitals, we can use the search bar and view all the different hospitals.
This diagram shows the full STAT tech stack, a React plus TypeScript frontend for real-time geospatial visualization, backed by a Python scraping pipeline that continuously ingests live hospital and emergency data. Everything is automated through Superbase and GitHub Actions, turning messy public data into a clean, map-driven decision interface. This weekend has been an incredible experience for our team. Beyond the late-night coding and the energy of the hackathon, we've learned how to build systems that prioritize people over processes. We realized that in a crisis, the hardest part isn't just about the pain, it's the total lack of direction. We built STAT to act as a compass for anyone in distress, turning a moment of panic into a clear, guided path to care. We're proud to have created a tool that treats patients with the same respect and transparency they deserve. Thank you again for an amazing weekend, UoftHacks, and thank you for watching our video.